Ladies, this is scary as Now there's this new little method going around of how men pretending to be a cop kidnapping and trafficking women who's driving late at night. Well, what happened was, if you driving late at night and you get stopped, more than likely it's an undercover cop.
Are y'all aware of the fake cop scam that's going on around here, where fake cops are pulling women over in the middle of the night on those 2-lane roads? They have they have what looks like to be real badges.
There's only one thing worse than getting pulled over by the cops: getting pulled over by a fake cop.
You gonna give me a ticket?
Oh, I'm not a real cop. I'm just pretending, because I'm gonna murder you.
This cop will stop you, talk to you, want you to roll down your window and try to convince you a valid reason on why they pulled you over. So they're gonna ask you for your information. Once they get that address and all of the information that they need from you, they're gonna ask you, okay, have a good day.
When you give a cop your information, like when a cop pulls you over and you give them information, you give them everything. Your driver's license, your registration, you give them everything with all of your information on it.
They're not even going to give you a ticket. This is just a warning, ma'am, and all of this blase, then this is when everything proceeds to happen once they have your information. You may end up going missing depending on how vulnerable and easy you are. It's crazy. Dark world right now, I know. These are the states that this is happening in: South Carolina, Miami, Utah, Pennsylvania, New York, North Carolina, Texas, and a couple of more other states. I just haven't seen all of the names yet, but just be aware that this can happen anywhere. Just because I didn't name your state doesn't mean that it can happen to you. Because by the looks of it, it looked like it's spreading all around. But y'all know that I got you. Now let's just say you're a female and it's nighttime and you get pulled over, and you may think of this video in your head, but you don't know if it's a real cop. Well, here's what you can do.
How to tell if someone is impersonating an undercover police officer.
Well, a Chino Hills man has been arrested now for impersonating a police officer.
If an unmarked police vehicle is pulling you over, you can turn on your hazard lights and drive the speed limit while safely and legally calling 911. Oftentimes, the dispatcher will be able to verify that the traffic stop is legitimate.
You let them know that I'm going to pull over at the next gas station, the next Walmart, the next exit, the next truck stop, whatever the case may be, wherever there are other people at. If they say, you know what, we don't even have a cop in your area, then you know that that is a fraud and you cannot pull over under any circumstance.
Now let's just say you don't call the cops while you're getting pulled over while turning on your hazard lights, and the cop is approaching your car and you come to a realization, damn, this might be a real fake cop. What you can do is crack your window halfway, ask the person for the badge number and ID. Just watch out for their behavior. Stutters, eye movements, trying to think about it, trying to beat around and avoid the question, to try to demand authority over you by asking you a question. Just all around abnormal behavior.
The body of Dr. Florence Weaver was found brutally murdered in her home this morning.
Now, what I'm about to say is going to be crazy. It's going to sound crazy. I feel like it's really true. Like, I really believe that it's true, because I used to always say this to my mother, my grandma, my aunts, my cousins that's around my age and younger. We all know that gut feeling, but I feel like it's a gift that all girls have. Here's the real reason why I say this: because a lot of mothers know when something happens without even knowing what happened to their kids.
This woman made a horrifying discovery after having a gut feeling that something was wrong with her daughter. On the 17th of March, her mum Alice stated that she just had a feeling that something bad had happened to her daughter. Trusting her gut, she decided to go to Morel's ex-boyfriend's house. Her daughter was deceased in the bathroom of the apartment. Her cause of death hasn't been released yet, but it is believed to have been a murder.
Or if you do something bad, you just know that your mom gonna know, because she just have that feeling. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to describe it. Maybe I'm just crazy, losing my mind, but that gut feeling, I feel like girls have that talent. So you're gonna know when you feel uncomfortable, and you're gonna know what you have to do. Call the cops. Don't unlock your door. Don't get out the car. Just wait for another officer to come when you call the cops. This is what I'm gonna say to do, because this is a real traffic, kidnapping, stalking situation that's going around this world.
The cop that approaches me, of course, he's rude. He's being like, he has an attitude. So he's like, well, where are you going? Where do you live? I was like, I'm going home. I'm waiting on a lift. He was like, no, where? I said, where are you going? Where do you live? You need to give me an address of where you live.
And you can possibly not ever get seen again and possibly get murdered, depending on what they want you for. You know what I'm about to do? I'm doing it. If you want pepper spray, DM me right now. Now, if it's a lot of y'all, I ain't gonna be able to do all of y'all, but I'm about to do at least 5, 6, 7 of y'all. And I'm gonna order you pepper spray. I'm so serious. I'm gonna need y'all address for that. So I can't do that. Never mind, I can't do that. Or Ras, you can just give them the money so they can order. Nope, not doing that because you're gonna spend it on snacks for my video.
I just started off in your world.
Now, I thought this was a joke when I first seen it. You probably seen it as well. When someone puts something under your door in a hotel to try to unlock it and open it.
Y'all see this, right? No. Get away from my door.
Apparently, this is a very real and true thing. Not with just women, with anybody.
Front desk clerk at a local hotel for her courage in helping save a woman's life from trafficking.
The 22-year-old's attention and intuition helped save a woman's life.
Previously.
Gut feeling. But I feel like it's a gift that all girls have. Now, you may be thinking, if you're not thinking it already, because this is what I was thinking. If they know you in a hotel with the door locked, why do they want to purposely come in, unlock the door, knowing that they're going to have to fight you off or anything like that? Whoa. If this person has a gun, you're going to do whatever they tell you to do, especially if you don't have one as well. With that being said, even though hotels is a public place with a lot of other people there, it is a bit odd how someone could be in a hallway under your door trying to unlock it without nobody else seeing or telling authorities that's around the building or calling 911.
Did you know over 40 trafficking lawsuits have been filed against hotels?
Yeah, he just opened my door.
And some hotels are even known to give them MasterCards that open every door.
He opened the door and I have it latched, and he said, "Come to the door." And I said, "What do you want?" And he said, "There's an emergency regarding your car."
Well, here's a big dark conspiracy theory that you're probably not gonna like. I didn't make it up. I'm just telling you. Some hotels are made just for trafficking.
I do not live in LA. I do not own a car. I definitely didn't bring a car to LA because I don't own a car.
Either way, would you mind just swinging by the front for me?
Why would I do that?
Right now I have an emergency with the vehicle, and I need to be sure that it's not attached to your room if you're not the person who has the vehicle.
I do not have a car. Why would I go downstairs to confirm that I don't have a car?
If the only other thing I can think to do is to come up and speak to you directly, which is what I just tried to do.
What is speaking to me going to do? No matter what you say to me, I still don't own a car.
When you do get a chance, whether it's to come down for breakfast or anything, if you could just swing by the front, I would greatly appreciate that.
You're gonna need to tell me in words what you want from me, because right now it just feels like you're trying to traffic me, and I'm extremely uncomfortable and do not feel safe in this hotel.
But right now I do have an emergency with the vehicle, and I'm just trying to get it sorted.
Can you tell me what the emergency is?
If it's not your car, then I don't think you need to worry about it.
Oh, what a change of tune.
Just like how somebody may not want a hotel, they may want to go to an Airbnb and not know that they have a lot of hidden cameras inside of this Airbnb because people do these businesses for the wrong reasons.
We just found out we were being watched in our Airbnb. In the bathroom, one of the outlets was faced directly to the shower. Okay, so first of all, this outlet did not work. You couldn't plug anything into it. You can see in the top here, there's nothing. Looks totally normal. And then in the bottom one, look at that little camera.
It could be the same thing for hotels, except, yes, some hotels have hidden cameras.
This hotel manager, what he's really doing is setting up a hidden camera. And look where it's pointing, directly into the shower. This manager placed a hidden camera in a floor vent in a bathroom. And this family says they found a hidden camera in their hotel room.
You never thought of a hotel being built just for trafficking. Just maybe you go into a hotel and everything is perfectly fine. Everything looks normal. You see all of these people renting out rooms, and you see that there's maybe little kids all around the area running around. So everything seems perfectly fine around this hotel. Well, what if all of these rooms purposely get brought out? So everybody in this hotel you seeing is a part of this trafficking situation and you have no idea.
It was really scary. Was really shaken up. I felt like trapped in that room. They sent an escort to get me out of the room because it was so freaky, and the escort came and he was freaked out and he was like, I'm thinking maybe I should just get a police escort.
Everybody just look like strangers. Everybody look like they just belong there and they're traveling, but it's not how it seems. Now, I know that this is dark, but when you have multiple people going to hotels and end up missing and never returning and vanishing without a trace, it just makes you think a little bit more.
Her body was found in a room on the 6th floor of the hotel. We don't know yet how she died or how she got to the hotel.
I just gave somebody the best movie idea ever. Because if something like this is actually true, this is insane. To actually book a hotel, see all of these people, but all of these people are not regular people. They're people who's in on this trafficking, including the workers. So you go to this hotel and they know that you alone and you see something like this happens. I know that's a crazy theory, but these days we hear crazy stories every single month. If you stay on TikTok long enough, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. Now, there's a way to avoid this when you're in a hotel alone, or maybe you with family. Now, if you're in a room and if the latch is not at the top of the door, if you just have a handle and you could lock it from there, what you can do is a towel. When these people get whatever this is under the door trying to unlock your door.
Because this is going to prevent anyone from sliding anything through that door that could then pull that lock back and allow them to enter the room.
And a towel wrapped around the handle of your door. I'm only saying this for the people who really might have trauma. Even if they've never been through this, you just might have trauma of this even happening to you and you want to prevent it. You wrap it around your door so that way you know that the towel wouldn't loose up and fall out while you sleep.
Second, I always travel with a sticky roller, but I'm also going to wedge it right there at where the door meets the floor, because no matter how hard you pull or push, it makes it impossible to break that resistance and open the door.